Okay, guys, let's continue. Let me take a sip. Let me take some sip. So, as we are still talking about Mr. Juma Jukes, the one and only, you all know that he posted some pictures, and of course, I think it was a classy way of clapping back, or rather response to the information that is going on social media that he's losing a lot of weight. As you can see, Juma Jukes look good. I don't know what people are seeing, to be honest, in my opinion. And of course, you also on the comment section, his family members and friends are there supporting him. Include someone saying, like, we're not seeing what people are seeing. Like, what are people talking about? You know? And of course, Juma Jukes, these are some videos that were on Snapchat. As you can see, this is him in Lagos, Nigeria. Like, this is just him. You know what I'm saying? So, Fatima decided to support her brother. So, you all know in the morning, there is a content that I put out of my Chetha asking Fatima about Juma Jukes and his condition. So Fatima posted a picture of Juma Jukes with a caption saying in a quote, "My brother has chosen a new style, slim fit. Okay? His body, his decision. There is food at home. There is peace. There is love. Please leave his wife alone. She is a good cook." And of course, hashtag Slim King, hashtag body positivity, hashtag family love, hashtag, of course, Juma Jukes and Priscilla. So, as you can see, this is something that Jukes intentionally want happen. That is not easy right there. That's what I was saying, like, Prissy girl, you need to turn whatever it is that Jukes is using, that Chinese tea a day here. You need to add as business, because some of us are struggling and we need some of us, something like this. You know what I'm saying? And we are saying that to say that because Jukes is an entertainer and he's not only singing depending on his vocals. If you notice, Jukes perform with dancers and you need to be fit. You can't be singing and dancing, your breath go finish, your breath go cut out. He want to keep up with the dancers. He want to show some moves. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think he's intentionally cutting. Remember, Dirty December is coming up. The show in London is coming. Like, the shows are lining up. You know? You see, I'm defending him too much. I'll be like, why not? Anyway, so some comments which I'm going to read to you. This person said in a quote, "You all know bullying when it's directed to women only. Body shaming is wrong on both genders. Stop the hate. This is bullying at its peak." Whether people like to admit it or not, this is body shaming. Like, this is big media houses and bloggers helping with the bullying, because the more they're posting about it, the more they're talking about it, the more the engagements it's continuing on social media, and the more the bullying continues. Some interesting comments like this one. Let me read it to you. This person said in a quote, "Da Fatima, inabidi ueleweshe wifi kwamba asilimia kubwa ya Watanzania wanapenda utani. Sio kwamba wanamaanisha nimeonea huruma wifi eti huoni anaeka emoji za kucheka." Tumanazwe listeners. This person is trying to tell Fatima that please kindly tell our in-laws that big majority of Tanzanians like to joke. And whenever they're saying or what they're saying about jokes, it's in a jokingly way. That's why they're putting in laughing emojis. And I'm like, well, that's not the case. What do you mean is a joke? It's a joke, like, most of the time, hate come in a form of joking. And if it's a joke, then it's a very expensive joke, because when they're joking about it, they're also involving the wife, talking about things like the wife cannot cook for the husband, the wife is stressing Jukes too much by making Jukes spending all this money. And I like the fact that the JP had time and for them. For example, this person replied saying in a quote, "Trolling people is not jokes. You use laughing emojis because they don't know the difference." Thank you, ma'am. That water slapping good though. Nah, different. Nah, problem with the emoji, okay? Gaslight. Let me read you another gaslight. This person said, kabisa, wanampenda jokes sana. Sema majirani hawajui kuwa Watanzania wanapenda utani sana. Hawajui kuwa hatupo serious. Wanapanic wakati wenzao hawajawahi kuwa serious. Girl, go sit down somewhere. What do you mean you all like jokes? Besides, what Fatma wrote was directed to Swahili, to English speakers. That's why she wrote it in English, not to y'all. So I don't understand why you had to write that. Anyway, another person wrote, of course, lynch the nyash of that person, the left one, that is, saying in a quote, "Stop this stupidity. This is how you did to Zari and Mama Angie. This can lead to depression. That girl is very young and has to return back to Nigeria because of your bullying. This is no joke. This is defamation of character." And I totally agree. Let me tell you why. Personally, I feel like part of the reason why Prissy is deciding to stay more in Nigeria and establish herself there because she can't relate to Tanzanian industry. It's too much evilness. It's just, there's an energy going around. You know what I'm saying? And she can't trust anybody right there. That's why whenever she go to TZ, it's like she doesn't want people to know. And as for depression, it's real. Okay, you might look at somebody and they look strong, and because men like to store a lot inside, they're not expressive like women. So that right there makes some sense. Also, when they're talking about Mama Angie and Zari, that is Tanasha Donna and Zari, these people literally bullied Zari and Tanasha into having that BBL, and you ain't gonna tell me nothing else. When I tell you that these people will sit down and talk about Zari's legs, talk about Zari's shape, and no joke. Like, they would go on and on of how Tanasha have flat nyash, how she has that white lady's body. Honey, it was that bad. That's why I totally agree that these so-called jokes, they're not jokes, they're insults. Okay? Another person said, trolling is not jokes. A joke is only funny when both parties included can laugh. But about it, if she is not laughing, it's not a joke, it's an insult. Thank you very much. And that's why Fatma made sure to tell you that you should leave her brother-in-law alone, because she know what her brother is getting off of this woman. So take some rocks, and I hope you break your leg while at it for the haters. Anyway, keep it classy, stay messy. I'm coming back with more tea.